Hello, hello, hello. I'm Rangru,
And I'm Slick.
and we are here doing another co-cast. Today we are doing a 3v3 match on the map Arharis, one of the brand new maps added in DLC 2. On the Nato side, we have Tactical Chaos. They don't have any clan tags on. I don't know why. The replay said they are Tactical Chaos. So Tactical Chaos, they sell B. They are consisted of Saberhawk, McMacky, and Beowulf.
And on Pact, we have PLF, the People's Liberation Force, with Joonnnyyy, and Partizaan.
So yeah, this is one of my new favourite maps in the update. It's just a great mix of CQC fighting with open fields.
Yeah, but everything's in clusters. Like I'm
Mhm.
looking at the towns here, they're clustered, and then you have this big area, the wharf area, which is just
Oh
one big
yeah.
gigantic
Mhm.
cap zone, and this is going to be neutral pretty
Mhm.
much because you can hide your CV, but it's tricky because the CV has line of sight issues. Some places you can see it like plain as day, and some others you can't. There's very few zones in there that you can actually put a CV in actual true cover.
The cool thing about the wharf area, if you zoom in and see all the shipping containers, you can hide units in these lanes and hide CVs in there. So it's kind of like a tricky, slippy maze, where you can hide units around and get side shots off and great ambush spot. This little wharf area here. Very
And
interesting.
and
Very
then you have
change of
that
pace.
giant flank too of
Mhm.
water that can play in if you sneak around
Oh
on it,
yeah.
or a
Mhm.
surprise attack helicopter force or something.
You can do a lot of sneaky stuff in this water side. Also great for just keeping interceptors out in the air and shooting any nasty planes that do get shot down.
Yep, and it's hard to put AA in there if it's water. So
Mhm.
that's a general safe area for aircraft to loiter.
Yep. Indeed. Indeed. So if looking at the unit's composition, it seems like in Alpha, RhoBob's getting a lot of MI2s, a lot of helicopter assault for us it seems. Quite interesting. In Bravo, Partizaan going a bit more of a ground force. Yeah, a bit more of ground force with some hind infantry to support over in Juliet. On the NATO side, a bit of ground force here, some helicopters from Saberhawk, a few Chinooks and Sea Cobras. And then in India, yeah, a lot of ground forces once again. It looks like that guy is. Yeah, it looks like he's playing the USA deck. Using Pith Edge, which is quite cool. Love the Pith Edge.
And McMacky is doing some crazy stuff right here. He's only got a few things on the field. So that means he's going to be the one with the airspan.
Oh,
McMacky
yeah.
on NATO side.
Mhm.
That's going to be big. I want to see. Oh, actually, no, I'm
No,
sorry.
he has all
Actually,
his units up here.
yep. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, away we go. We have Pact actually bringing out the air spam NATO, bringing two F-15s, Pact bringing a lot of MiG-23s, some napalm, a lot of napalm bombers, 4 of them to be exact, and 4 MiG-23 MODs, all spread out with all the between the players. And they're gonna go in, nice and hard, gonna intercept the Black Hawks. Doing quite a bit of damage here. He's an
These
ASP thing.
Eagles, these Eagles came over Echo and just got flanking shots
Oof.
on all of Pac's aircraft right now.
Oh yeah, I see. It's flying right over. Oh, and the MiG-23 is going to engage. It's a evac. Nah, oh, F-15 just finally gets shot down to AA. And it seems like Saberhawk is going to be landing in the Foxtrot hard with Chinooks with
Yep.
Mountaineers inside of him. He's definitely going to want that sector. And it's going to be complete class in the Wolf area. Both sides moving their units in ASAP. Oh, this is class of infantry right here. And I think Joonnnyyy is going to have the upper hand here because he has an awful lot more infantry. And
It's
go ahead.
it's Partizaan versus Saberhawk here in the middle of Foxtrot, and this is turning into an air war, fighting ground.
Oh yeah.
These Sea Cobras are what are doing work right now.
They're doing quite a bit of damage indeed. Hydro missiles, Hydro rockets doing great. Oh, a bombing run there from an F-16A1 block. Completely devastating the forces in Foxtrot, and I think Saberhawk is going to have it under control. But things aren't looking too good for McMacky in Gulf as bloody RhoBob is in the town contesting the forces. He has Spadinowski's absolutely everywhere, and he keeps bringing on reinforcements from Alpha. It's pretty good offensive from him, I have to say.
Yeah, Ro did a good job with that nade. I have
Mhm.
that used on me, and it sets everything off balance.
Yeah.
So right now McMacky is having a struggle with that
Mhm.
napalm because it blocks line of sight. It does all kinds of wicked stuff, way above and beyond just damaging your infantry in that town. It causes a smoke screen. It panics the units. It causes you to have to change how to micromanage stuff. Napalm right there is key, and Ro knew that. Used it
Mhm.
well.
Yeah, and he's gonna really benefit from that. Yo, McMackie's starting to bring up some more reinforcements. I see like 3 Marines and LAV-25s. That could be a little bit tricky to deal with. And yeah, if you take a look back down in Echo, Joonnnyyy completely capturing the little crossroad, or I like to call it like a intersection pass, even though it's not really an intersection, but it's a very important part here in Echo, whereas VDVs and Strexer Poloneskis are. Yeah, he's going to have that road completely shut down if it stretches Poloneskis. They do have the Metis
And which
ATGM
zone are you
launcher.
talking about?
Echo.
Go.
He's going to have your Strexy Podnos. I can't bloody say it. But yeah, you have the Metis ATGMs just completely shut down the road and all the open ground over here. It's absolutely crazy. And oh, he's actually moving up his Commandos to try and hunt that M38. You know, the M38's hid very well behind these cargo containers. Might be very hard to deal with. Yeah, and the Sea Cobras and Slic runs are going to kill his Commandos and the Fusiliers.
Johnny's contested that cap now with the UAZ's CV. And
Yep.
it's sitting in that bush. That's one of the few places you can put it.
One of the really hidden areas where you can hide it in plain sight. Johnny's actually bringing up some probably VDVs in his MI-24s, or probably Commandos, he's not entirely sure, but he is bringing them up nonetheless to deal with enemy Sea Cobra and ground units on the ground. NATO does not have an EAA to deal with these vicious hinds. Napalm is going to be coming out. Those Fusiliers are going to get very toasty very soon.
Very good, very well done on Johnny's part with that VDV. That VDV can definitely take out that cap vehicle from a long way away. And that hind being there, that's a threat.
Yeah.
But it looks like Beowulf's Roland is doing work right now.
Oh, it's going to get artillery too. And yeah, hopefully these VDVs can find a cap vehicle. It is kind of in a tricky spot because it is behind those cargo containers. So I think it might live here, stay here for a little bit. And yeah, it seems like Johnny's going to have very good control over the Echo side.
Ro's still doing solid work. He's got this. I haven't seen any of his teammates help yet.
It seems like it's been a solo effort at the moment, but he's been doing quite a good job. It was make 20 runs. Wait, did he? Oh, he just evacuated. He didn't actually drop any bombs. Or maybe I dropped bombs down here, actually.
At this point, having a teammate help you even with 1 or 2 units involved really helps you in the long run take and control that zone. Because if he gets pushed out right now, I don't think he will, but if he does, Ro doesn't have anything in Charlie to counterattack, to fend off the counterattack.
So he really has to hold his ground and go.
Yeah, 1 or 2 people. 1 or 2 people sending stuff in there would be brilliant. Nobody's doing that.
Yeah, I really hope he brings up a CV soon into either Charlie or Gulf, because that could really gain Pact a point that they desperately need at the moment, as NATO is in the lead by 138.
That was an awesome name.
F-16 coming in, are going to be doing the bombing run right here, just out of the enemy AA range. And yeah, Ro's actually doing some pretty good work here. Just managing to hold on to dear life and what he has in Gulf.
Yep. That bomber just missed on that bomb. He was bombing the road, fire positioning it, but the troops moved into those buildings really quick and got out of the way. It was clutch.
Yup, indeed.
It's been an awesome Another nape run, dude. Look at this.
Bloody hell. F-16 Fighting Falcon are going to be trying to drop some bombs on the AA. Does manage to take out one AA unit.
Look at how much McMacky's iHawk has been doing work. It's out of ammo and it had a helmet behind it. That's how much ammo it's run through right now.
It's been
relentless. Pact bombing runs.
Yeah, those SU-7 BKLs have definitely been keeping the heat up, quite literally, for napalm. And yeah, it's only one Ihawk in a pivot. I think that's just not enough to really shoot down any enemy aircraft. Another Ihawk would probably work quite well at the moment to stop these napalm bombing runs.
Yep. And the same thing runs true with Pact, the
Mhm.
Book. It's the same thing. Even with Elite, I like to have them in pairs.
Yep. Because you need two missiles to really kill any plane. One missile doesn't usually do the job most of the time.
Yep.
Mhm.
You don't want that plane coming back for a second run, because people nowadays are using their planes expecting to lose them.
Mhm.
So, and you don't want to keep having them do that to you repeatedly, and just getting damaged, for example.
Yeah.
You want to get that kill, knock that thing out of their playbook completely.
Indeed, indeed. And
Nice bombing run by Saberhawk.
Oh yeah.
Just took out some Pact AA.
Mhm.
One of Rho's AA vehicles.
Yep, yeah, also. If we look back down south in Echo, Joonnnyyy does manage to have it secured. The VDVs are holding on to their life in that little silo plant. And it does seem like B-Rolf is moving up a lot of infantry, even some napalm infantry this time. The French, like, sappers, I believe is what they're called. And yeah, it seems like bloody Saberhawk is going to be going in for the counter-attack into Echo.
Saberhawk's the only one now in Foxtrot. And he just died.
Yep. So now Pact is going to have that completely secured. Pact has actually a very good control over the map at the moment. They really need to start capturing some of their points like Charlie and Foxtrot, because they aren't really making advantage of the amount of points that they could be getting.
Now B-Hawk is in a tight situation right now. He knows he needs to defend the hotel, and he's kind of upset that he probably lost Fox.
Yeah.
His team lost Fox right now. And they're deciding what they're going to do. I know this phase, and it's a painful phase. Usually about now is when Rain goes, okay, we need to pass everything we have on this side.
And then push! And that's my basic thinking. If you get 4 guys to push one area, you will eventually take it no matter what you throw in. It's kind of like a stew.
But it's kind of throwing the game sometimes. I don't think that that Nato is ready to do that kind of severe tactic yet.
No.
We're still feeling that.
That's going to be doing a bombing run on Echo of F-16 blocks, doing quite a bit of damage to those Metis infantry inside, as well as doing actually almost knocking out both of those ROM Osas. And yeah, I think it could probably at least neutralize Echo at the moment. He's bringing out a CV to do such a thing.
McMacky just took golf.
Whoa!
Yep.
Wow, change up the bench right, yeah. Rob is still holding on to dear life to his little corner of gold that he has left. Thank God McMacky did manage to bring out CV to go, because he's going to be gaining +1 at the moment. Raven coming in!
Got a hit, too.
One AA unit, the only AA unit that Pact has on its side. He might be evac. Oh, no, he goes in around and tries to get the Book in Foxtrot, but to no avail. And the Raven is going to evac back out of there once again. I do love seeing Ravens being used. And that Rom's just pushing up. Please go on. He's going to be doing the napalm runs once again. And completely uncontested in the air, he's just going to have free reign to nape whatever he pleases.
Nice run. Didn't hit much, but it created that smoke screen.
Yeah.
Effect.
It kind of blocks off line of sight, which helps an awful lot. And also, just units being near the napalm, it panics and sakens in just a little bit. And a Saken and panicked unit is not an accurate unit.
That's for sure. B-Wolf managing to neutralize Echo.
Oh yeah, I see. But it seems like Joonnnyyy is trying to counter-attack and find just CV. And he does have an awful good force here. I mean, Joonnnyyy does have his BMP 1D, so they're almost out of grenade launch ammo. But even still, the Grom cannon isn't too shabby doing damage. And yeah, I think Joonnnyy's going to have complete control over Echo now, as he's moving up all his infantry and forces towards it. Yeah, it's going to be capturing those from buildings.
Partizaan's moving up a CV right now to take care of Foxtrot. Because as soon as that happens, it's going to take them out of neutral and start giving them ticks.
Indeed, indeed. But I have to admit, Nato are holding on quite well. They are being attacked, they are on the defensive side at the moment. They aren't really the ones making the move. But for what they are, they're doing quite well and holding out. I think it might be possible for them to later on do a counter-offensive.
Yep, McMacky's feeling more comfortable now,
Yeah,
I can
definitely.
tell you that.
He did a very good job kicking RhoBob out of that town. And if you look in Charlie, he is bringing up some units, but there's not too much, yeah, to be honest. Not really any infantry in Charlie, which is the main factor.
Rose trying to do a nape run here. I don't know what it was exactly. Maybe it was a fire position to take the CV. I'm not sure.
I'm not entirely sure. Even I really risk McMacky with just bringing another Ihawk, so to stop those SU-7s and MiG-23s and roam in the skies like nothing.
Yep. Oh, it's refueling right now. Okay, it's rearming.
Thank God, now I can start shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, those Ihawks take up an awful lot of supplies. If those missiles are very costly intensive.
It's got a pivot. Okay, cool. See how that rolls. On Echo? Oh, dude, on Echoes.
Yo, counter-offensive from Saberhawk. He's definitely determined to hold on to that side. We even have a bunch of Fusiliers very close, so he isn't going to unload them in time. Those SDRVs doing a very good job. That's a 3-to stack one. That SDRV is a very good choice, I have to admit, due to its high rate of fire of 15 rounds a minute. It can do an awful lot of damage against infantry, just because it can keep getting shot after shot after shot, doing like its 3 to 2 HE damage on the buggers, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, it does get a bit too close and it does get RPG'd. What are you going to say?
I had that used on me today, man. That tank is a beast. It's unexpected.
Unexpected beast indeed. And then Pact having pretty good map control. They do control Foxtrot and Echo, which is giving them a +2 advantage. As Foxtrot and Echo are what I like to call a contested side. Both sides, it isn't really like, it's the same distance from both spawns, Foxtrot and Echo, making it very contested.
Yeah, I see your point.
And they have both of them, which has given them quite a huge advantage. And they could probably sit back for the rest of the match if they wanted, and just hold on, and they would eventually win. Yeah, it could take a while, as this is up to 800 points.
It's 800. Oh my gosh. This is going to go.
Get your popcorn out, folks. Get your popcorn out.
Wow. I better settle in on this one. Damn. Okay.
Yep.
That leaves a lot of stuff. That leaves making resources key now. You gotta manage your resources, and you can't throw stuff away. You just can't throw stuff away. You actually gotta hang on to it.
Yeah, I'm looking at Nato. They have 2 FOBs, while Pact does have 2 as well, so they're pretty even on the resources department, it seems. Yeah, I'm expecting these FOBs to get depleted very soon, or later on, or sometime in the near future.
Yeah. Stuff like this really changes the game.
Yeah. Indeed. RhoBob counter-offensive into Gofi has a bunch of Mott Streckley. So he has a ton of just basic infantry in it. I've seen him use Mott Streckley, Mott Skuchin, Spazdu Kransnesi, the Polish thingy. I've just seen him. He has an awful lot of infantry in his deck, which is quite good because Gof and Charlie are very infantry intensive, you can see at the moment.
Damn, if anybody's gonna butcher a word, you're probably the best
I'm
person.
the best one for doing that.
Yeah, you make it sound like it's butchered, but not like terrible. Alright, good job, man. Cheers. Yeah. There's some smoke happening over here in Hotel.
Oh, I see, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what's up with that.
Yeah, it's like he's smoking the Marines and the AVs, but it's not really any ATGM stuff. Maybe that's just like a fake. Like he's smoking out to think that they're gonna be pushing there, but they're not going to. Maybe they are actually gonna push into the smoke. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest.
I love how Partizaan's managing his arties individually. right
Oh
now.
yeah, I see.
And now he's doing his second volley of smoke. That's brilliant
Oh,
micromanagement.
that's a great smoke roll right, yeah, because he
Yep.
like sections it all up front. That's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. BEA beautiful. I love it.
Definitely. That's sick.
Yeah, I don't know what he's trying to accomplish.
It's funny though.
I'd be trying to spell out.
He's messing with his head, dude.
I'd be
Badass.
I'd be trying to spell out root word with smoke, to be honest. Intimidate the enemy.
Spell out praying root. Owns you.
Yeah, it would take a lot of mortars.
No, I'm not saying McMacky's getting. They can definitely come back from this stuff.
Yeah. Constant attack on go once again. RhoBob is actually using the UAZ with the recorderless rifle on the back, which is a unit you never see being used. But he's using it for, seems like he's trying to knock out infantry a bit. Yeah, he's actually shooting at the infantry. Very interesting use of the SPG, because you never see him being used for anything. Like, he's using it in the role of, like, an Afghansky or BMPT would do, but no, he is using it as an anti-infantry unit.
Where is this unit?
All around Gulf. UAT SPG-9.
I'm trying to find it.
It's between Gulf and Charlie. Because Slic can't see what Matt's looking at, he's viewing it through his own client.
I'll find it later. I can't find it.
Yeah, if you look back down in Echo, PLF Johnny managed to move up his units all the way to the tip of Gulf Inisatora silo area Rolf part of the map. And he's very close to the Juliet spawn point. If he goes more strictly, he can camp that road quite well. If he's bringing up some ATGM guys down to his bottom part of Echo at time showing at the moment, he could, like, spawn camp him.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad when you have infantry that deep. That plays tricks on your mind because you don't know what they have in Echo. If they have infantry this close, what else do they have?
They have, yeah.
You haven't seen yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in this case, it's nothing. But as the player in this situation, you don't. It puts you in a scary position.
Indeed, indeed. And those Strike is doing a very good job knocking out the STRV, so they are out of RPG ammo at the moment. So they're going to have to fall back. That's never a good idea anyway. That's never good when you run out of RPG ammo. Never good.
Right now, the whole team's got to be like thinking about Juliet and going, "Oh my God,
they're so close.
This is so dangerous." Yeah. I wonder. I'd like to know what they're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Like, dude, Juliet, what is happening with Juliet? I'm dealing with it. I'm dealing with it. I'm out of points. Can you please send me what you got? And everybody's like, "Oh my God, open your eyes." You know, what am I gonna send?
Completely understandable. And McMacky bringing out some it was the cheap Cobras all the way into hotel. Partizaan gonna be moving up some Scots, yeah. Cobra's in a pretty good position to knock out the Saparis Enmont strictly just south of Gulf. That's making pot shots slowly but surely. I think Pact are really itching to move up into hotel, it seems. They have a lot of tanks in the Foxtrot ready to move out, and that smoke from earlier, I think he really wants to move up down his down the road.
There's not much defending that. We got the AMX hot.
Yeah, that's very much a gap in the Nato defences at the moment. Yeah, between Gulf and hotel, that's a huge gap that Pact could exploit. Heck, I think it could be quite possible for them to move up all the way into India through that little road, like highway in Foxtrot. So yeah,
I love Partizaan's setup in Foxtrot right now. He's got infantry pushing with tanks, and you see the T-64 BI?
Yeah.
BVI. Yeah, he's moving down with infantry up, by next to his tanks on the flanks, and now he's got more infantry. This is a classic Russian technique and I'm not saying that he knows this, but in a lot of war films, this is what you see: is the infantry are first, and the tanks are in defense. The infantry in Russian mentality, you can throw them away and kill them, but tanks are valuable, and you keep those in the rear.
Also, like tonight, he's using the Listed Scutchen to move up. We do have the Metis ATGM making him quite well versed in long-range scenarios compared to normal infantry. So I can see why he's moving them out in the open now. Because if they spot an LAV, you can just pop it with the Metis.
Johnny's bringing stuff out of spawn. He's going down the Echo Road. He's bringing all kinds of stuff. BMP 1Ds.
Oh yeah,
T64 BVRs.
UACs. Yeah,
he's ready. He's ready to. You know what? They're gonna push in a hotel.
Yeah, I can see it. They're gonna push through the top side of the hotel and the bottom side of hotel, and it's gonna be sort of like a pincher maneuver. I can just imagine it at the moment.
Dude, look at Johnny with the Mi-24D Echo on the flank in the water.
Oh,
He's got a big 27M flying air cover for it.
Oh, that is beautiful. Is he gonna? Yeah, he's gonna unload it right nigh. He's gonna unload it right by the water's edge. I wonder. Yeah, it's VDVs inside. Yeah, I think he's gonna try and maybe flank around. You know, in the sort of bottom like
big
empty
27
landmass.
doing a run.
Oh, taking out a tank, right? Yeah, that's brilliant. Those Partizaan mannequin. You can say it. It's a Czech word.
I don't know what you're talking
right
about.
of Echo, it starts with a P. The PRU, see?
I'm looking for Echo, right of it.
The recon infantry inside the building, very tip of Echo. You can't find it? Okay, look at the left of Juliet. Left of Juliet.
Oh, you know why?
Why?
Because I'm stupid.
Yes.
That's why. I don't have my map twisted.
Ah, you don't have it facing the waterside bottom. Okay.
Sorry.
Left of Juliet.
Okay, okay.
It's a Czech word. I know you can say it. I don't want to butcher
Oh,
it.
here we are.
Prusu. I'm thinking it's Prots Kuminchi.
I forgot how to say these hooks.
Prus Kuminchi? I'm like how we're just focusing on this one recon unit. Pruskumenchi. Okay, I can finally finish my sentence. The Pruskumenchi spotting that tank. Now let's get back to the match. In the hotel, Pact has completely overran it with infantry and BMP 1Ds. Very good job, yeah, from Johnny and Partizaan doing a little bit of a scorpion maneuver. Pincher maneuver.
These scouts in a hotel. Okay, the scouts in hotel, those are called specjalni jednotki.
And that means special runs.
Yes, exactly. I know that one.
Check recon everywhere, man. And then they're going to have control over a hotel at the moment, bringing Pact to a +4 advantage, which is quite big. If they bring a CV into the hotel, that'd be like +6. And this game would be over quite fast.
Yeah, so one thing that I'm noticing with NATO is that they don't really help each other. Like, they were all very concerned about their one area, and that was it. And that's how some teams play.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they didn't do that well, or they didn't do it bad. I'm just making an observation that that's how it looked. Now, they may have helped one another with aircraft, but I'm talking about, like, solid ground units on the ground.
Yeah.
I can see one person sending units to another.
Like in hotel, for example, Pact, that was a split effort between Partizaan and Johnny. To be honest, Partizaan knocking out north part of hotel, while Johnny knocking out south part of hotel.
Like, maybe it was the right time to get everybody to one side. That doesn't mean, like, move all your stuff, but to order new stuff on the one side so that way you can stage an attack on a flank together as a team.
You have to admit, if hotel captured, Juliet is just one big juicy target. Like, they could push up into Juliet right now. If Juliet goes down, it's a good game. Yeah, it'd be a good game because that's a reinforcement point.
Very true.
It might be pretty hard to take as it is a lot of open ground, and Nato are bringing out a lot of ATGMs and tanks as well. They can just spawn units out of Juliet in a heartbeat if they want to.
Yeah, I think they've realized that it's over. I think NATO's totally realized it at this moment. This is really hard to... If you were to recover from this, what would you do?
Ooh, from this current situation?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd probably infantry spam the heck out of Hotel, recapture Yat, and either keep on pushing into Foxtrot if I think I killed a lot of their units, or move in down to Echo. Because I have to admit, McMacky's doing a great job holding off at the moment against RhoBob's attack. I mean, it's just been a constant battle between like the left side and the right side of Gulf. McMacky's has still been able to hold on to dear life. Now he's completely surrounded, like almost completely surrounded, and he is still doing a good job holding on to it.
You know what's nice about defending that area is your spawn is so close to the area you need to hit. And you have really nice routing because all your stuff is covered line of sight because of that city.
Yeah.
So it's really fun to defend that area. I've done it twice already, had a great time.
Yeah, also like it because all the buildings inside of it, some of them are slightly spaced, so you can't get messed up by napalm infantry all the time. Because napalm at very short range.
Biggest problem I've had with that area is where the heck do you put your CV? Because there's very few places to put it without, you know, exposing it to that chance line of sight.
It seems like B-Wolf managed to find a pretty decent spot inside his hedgerows and go to hide his VAB.
Right, but you know, Ro knows that. Ro knows that that's in that zone, or at least maybe now he does.
Roughly in that area.
That's the only logical place to put it that it has cover, so it's prone to bombing or naping. Happened to me. Got naped constantly.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to actually play the CV now. Pact are at 80% points at the moment. They are gaining incredibly fast, so he needs 150 more points to win the match.
That was a desperate Hornet run over Hotel.
Yeah, and it seems like Joonnnyyy is going to be locking that place down.
Yep, they know they own Hotel right now.
They have complete control over it.
I'm surprised they haven't... Well, you know, actually, they haven't put a CV in because they know they don't need it. They've got this. If they just... Why spend points on something that doesn't fight back if you don't need it, right? So they're probably spending points on things that do fight back.
Units. They want to move up even more, grab more ground. I see where you are getting at, yeah, Slic.
I'm not saying that's really what happened, but I can imagine that.
Indeed. The things are starting to settle off a little bit. McMacky kicking RhoBob's infantry out of Gulf completely. And yeah, things are just settling down. Pact gaining the point ever so desperately they need to win. I don't really think Nato can bring us back, to be honest.
No. And B-Wolf is doing desperate stuff.
Oh yeah, that links Saberhawk moving up a bunch of Abrams into ATGM range, tank range. Are gonna go down quite easily.
Yeah, it's over, man.
Oh. It was a pretty good play.
He's trying.
Yeah, Nato did a pretty good job defending, but just complete overwhelm. Just Pact completely overwhelmed him in terms of numbers. In terms of like Hotel and Foxtrot, just moved in with infantry and they unloaded into all the defended fortable areas like the silos and all the buildings, and it's very hard to knock infantry out of those fortifiable positions. Bloody hell, I keep losing my words halfway through sentence.
I don't think NATO really had a plan more than past, you know, dividing zones. Like, okay, this is yours, you know, B-Wolf, you're going to go here, McMacky, you're going to go here, Saber here. They didn't really have a plan after that. Like, a lot of teams will put together a plan, like, let's capture this one area, and then together we're going to take it this. Or, if they take this from me, together we're gonna do this. I didn't see a lot of that togetherness stuff.
Yeah, it's very much separate, and you can kind of see that all the players went into 3 different parts of the map and tried to hold it off the air. While Pact kind of helped each other at certain intervals to really gain the advantage that it needed. And in fact, it's a good game. 31 minutes, yeah. Pact gaining an awful lot of kills compared to Nato. And yeah, very good match, I have to say. Very good, sort of like teamwork and how to defend an area. Like McMacky, I'm amazed he still managed to hold it off because he was completely overwhelmed, I have to say. And and the napalm bombs dropping onto him did a phenomenal job, I have to say.
Yeah, I gotta say the one thing I didn't see a lot of from NATO was enough AA. Or if
Mhm.
they did have the AA, it was like out of ammo.
Yeah.
You know, and that was just getting
Mhm.
relentless airstrikes, man. It was crazy.
Yeah, Pact does complete free roam over the air,
Yeah,
which is
usually for us, it's like backwards. Usually we're the ones getting, attacked with lots of
mhm.
air as pack.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. And if that's all we have time for, I'm Rangru.
And I'm Slick.
Take it easy.